We're on day 23. Let's look at what we get. Oh, that's really tall. I feel like I need to put more than a pound of clay on the wheel. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna put more than I've got on the wheel This feels like it would be almost like 2 pounds. Let's do it. Let's do 2 pounds. We're gonna open it. We'll see how we do. We're gonna go for a really tall cylinder with a, I don't know, well, I wouldn't like that not to make that horrible noise. About that wide. It's about a thumb width, the base of the cup, the full width length of my thumb. Again, I'm gonna shove it down with a rib, compress it. They used to say. I think of it less as compression, and now I think of it more as flattening out, because the theories behind compressing are less. Most people don't believe in them very much anymore. Although you'll still hear teachers that say the reason that the bottom of your cup got S cracks is because you didn't compress enough. That is unlikely to be true. S cracks and almost all of the bottom cracking issues are caused directly by too fast drying. Well, uneven drying, typically too fast. Okay, so we want it much narrower than this. It's kind of spread out. Oh, you can't really see. Holy cow, you can't see the bottom here. Let me move you down. There you go. Sorry about that. We won't start over because I don't think I can. So we're going to push in a lot at the bottom because we want a lot of height here. Alright. Let's see. At least one more. We need a lot more of that clay going into the wall. A little narrower than that. Now I think I want at least one more pull for height. I want to get more of this. You see there's a bunch of clay down here? I want that to move up the wall. So you gotta keep pulling. Push up underneath with your sponge or your fingers, and then move that little what do you call it? I don't know. Bit of clay up the wall. As you go, again, we're going to collar in. This is going to be a much bigger cup than typical. I mean, it's going to be almost twice as big, because I put almost twice as much clay on, so, you know. That's a thing. Let's see. Okay, we're going to do at least one more. Pull for height. Let's get some more of that clay from the bottom up the wall here. And then we're going to collar in. And collar in most of the piece. So most of the time I do a lot of my pulling with a sponge, but in this particular case, because sometimes I can get more pressure with my fingers, and actually, well, I think I'll do an undercut first. Get rid of that sort of. Just think of it as a flange. I don't know if that's a flange. I don't know what a flange is. But that little outward chunk of clay, it helps to get rid of that, to get underneath. So I'm going to put my ring finger underneath there. And this is going to give me pretty even. All right. It's much taller than average. All right, so now we're going to start some shaping. The bottom needs to be a little narrower, so I'm actually kind of collar in the bottom separately, like this. And I push it in with, I do my thumb and index finger, or sometimes I do just like a ring finger underneath. I want some narrowness there. Then it's going to come out, let's look at it. It's going to come out wider, like on the side here, then get narrower again, right? So we're going to collar in the top a bit. Because when I shove my hand down there, it's going to get wider. I don't want it a whole bunch wider. All right. I should have a throwing stick. I do not have a throwing stick. All right. We're going to round this belly out at the bottom here. I think I need my yellow sponge. Where did I put my yellow sponge? There it is. All right. So I'm going to go in kind of down here, and I'm going to push a belly out here. But again, now we're going to go back in. We're going to push in. I'm going to push in with this part of my rib. We want a nice, tall, graceful piece here. I feel like it should be even a little narrower than that. So I'm going to actually collar in now. I'm going to slow down my wheel quite a lot here because it is tall enough that if you're not careful, it will sort of fling your walls out, because that's what the force of the wheel spinning will try to fling things out. Ooh, this is lovely. I like the shape. Okay, so let's a little bit more here. Maybe even a little tiny bit more than that. And then we're going to fix the rim, which is a little bit wonky, and I think that's most of what we want. It's not quite straight. I wonder if I should trim it off. Feels like this neck should narrow in faster, so I'm going to collar in a little more. Then I'm going to, let's see, then I'm going to sort of pull this part up a bit more so we get even more height where it's gotten thicker from collaring in. Oh, that's lovely. And then I'm going to trim off the tiniest bit at the top here that I can. It's a little crooked, so I want to trim off some. The top does not flare much in the drawing, so I'm going to kind of remove the flare, I think, although I don't mind the flaring too much. I think that's not enough flare. Even though I've drawn very little flare, I think I'm going to add a little bit. I like it. With the little bit of flare, I think it makes a more graceful shape. Then I'm going to grab my yellow rib again and get rid of these throwing lines that I don't really like. There we go. Oh, that's lovely. I quite enjoy that. It's very Elizabethan looking to me, or in that era. I'm going to fix this bottom just a little bit. I think I'll trim off the edge. Not undercut a tiny bit, maybe. Not really. Really just want to cut off the little flared bit, mostly. I guess there wasn't really much flared bit there. I'm gonna... Oh no. I've stuck little bits of clay back on. We don't want that. Alright. That's what we get. Let's see if I can clean up the exterior just a little bit. There we go. Oh, I like it. That is lovely. What do you think?